this video, I want to explain where the theology behind the rapture comes from. And it doesn't really come until the 19th century. Actually, in Scotland, there's a girl named MacDonald who had a vision of a pre-tribulation rapture. There was somebody there at one of these like revival tent type of meetings, and it was a Reverend Darby, and he was convinced that MacDonald was correct, and he began preaching and teaching this rapture theology, and it didn't really take off too much, but eventually he came over to the U.S., and it got in front of D.L. Moody, who was very popular, and he was kind of the distributor worldwide for rapture theology, who was very famous and influential in the city of Chicago. But after Moody got a hold of it, some books started to come about, and not the Left Behind series, well, not yet. And one of the first books came out of Chicago from an entrepreneur, and it was called Jesus is Coming. And so this doctrine started to pick up. Then later than that, we get the Scofield Reference Bible by C.I. Scofield, and he thought it was a good idea not just to put comments in our Bible and cross references and things like that, but also headings with footnotes at the bottom. So it makes sense. People would turn to like a certain passage and it would say Jesus predicts the rapture or whatever it was, and people would go, yeah, look, the Bible teaches the rapture. It's in the little headings above the text. And somewhere in about the mid-1920s, this started to continue to pick up faster and faster. And this lay theology was not really rooted in, the Hebrew Old Testament or scholarly work on the Greek New Testament. And they knew, the people who were advocates of rapture theology knew that they had to have some scholarship and theological backing for this teaching. The Dallas Theological Institute, which later turned into what is now known as the Dallas Theological Seminary. And if you look at all the different presidents and the professors who kind of ran the school in Dallas, a lot of them wrote books about rapture theology. And so now you have literature coming out of Chicago, and you have literature coming out of Dallas in the Midwest, and it's starting to spread faster and faster in the United States of America. And then famously, you get the Left Behind series. I think it comes in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, but either way, that obviously got people's attention. But here's the truth. This is not taught by the Catholic Church. It's not taught by the Eastern Orthodox Church. It's not taught as well by a lot of Protestant circles and denominations, but it has gripped some circles and some denominations within the Protestant movement, especially in America. At the end of the day, the rapture theology, I think, has loose ends, number one. I don't think it's biblically based, and I think its origin story is a little funny to me. And it's helpful to know where this stuff actually comes from. I think rapture theology needs to be left behind, pun intended. Hey, if you like this video, make sure to like and comment down below on what your thoughts are on rapture theology. We'd love to know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so.